Last summer, a 10-year-old girl was found locked in her closet and starving. It is one of Kansas City's most disturbing cases ever of neglect.
And just yesterday, Missouri's Department of Social Services released documents tied to the case. Investigator Melissa Yeager joins us tonight with those new details that she's uncovered.
Well, Johnny, on the first substantiated hotline call about LP came in October of 2005 when her mom rushed her to the ER after she reportedly drank Pine Sol. In January of 2006, social workers took LP into custody after nurses discovered she weighed less than she did just 3 months earlier. However, we found that's not the first time someone voiced their concerns about LP.
As news about a forgotten little girl named LP surfaced last summer, hearts across Kansas City opened. Strangers donated birthday presents for the 10-year-old who told social workers the last birthday she remembered celebrating was her 7th.
My heart breaks for her, but it celebrates for her because she had a voice and said, "I'm here."
But records from Missouri's Department of Social Services show even before LP celebrated her very first birthday, family members raised concerns about her welfare. In 2001, when LP was just 3 months old, her biological father called a Children's Mercy clinic because LP's mom, Jacole Prince, wasn't taking her to doctor's appointments. He was also concerned about LP's living arrangements. In 2003, LP's godmother also called the clinic asking for help getting custody of LP. She called again in 2004, concerned LP wasn't being immunized. On both occasions, doctors told them to call Missouri's child abuse hotline. We have no idea if they called the hotline or what happened to those calls because the department says it only keeps calls in files that are deemed substantiated. It's a process called screening out, one we first told you about last fall. National Child Abuse Coalition Director John Shimana told us limited staffing makes screening calls necessary.
You have to have some sort of process, some initial screen to evaluate, to take the next step in terms of whether a further investigation is warranted.
Shimana told us nationally, states take action on about 60% of all hotline calls. Of the remaining 40%, social workers don't have enough information from callers to follow up, or they don't believe the children are in danger.
Obviously, staffing, if it's not enough, kids can fall through the cracks.
From 2007 to 2012, the Department of Social Services had no contact with LP. The department says when a judge gave custody of LP to her mother in 2007, he ended the department's authority to check up on her, even though advocates for LP recommended the department remain involved. Jacole Prince has pled not guilty to charges of child abuse, child endangerment, and assault. She's scheduled to go to trial in December. I'm investigator Melissa Yeager, 41 Action News.